What's up, guys? Hey, I'm still here, Dylan. Relax. It's been a minute. We gotta wait for people. Alright, where is everyone? Sleepless night? I slept, dude. As soon as I closed out the position because of unprofitable blue, I was able to sleep fine. But before that, something felt off. Now, let's see here. So, is it too late to short Bitcoin? I actually don't think it is because, and of course, it's never great to short the lows, but I think we will break down here. So, okay, so this price action at support is pretty weak. So I think I'd say it's 70% chance we break down, 30% chance we go back up. So what you could do, short, and I sent this out in the alerts. Short, stop loss 23,320. Look for the breakdown. I think this is more likely that we break down. So I just re-shorted on this account right here. 10,000 bucks, risking 4,000 bucks if it comes back up. Not the best short, but I do have these shorts from up above. So yeah, Matthew, blue really is scary, man. Unprofitable blue. It's just I was so mad yesterday when I saw that, and it's crazy because I'm like looking at the charts and I'm thinking, this is a pattern we could bounce off of. And then I'm like, wait a minute. I go check Twitter because I just had to feel that there could be a possibility he's shorting the bottom or something. And sure enough, he was. And so I wake up this morning with a clear mind, and I'm just hoping we can overpower unprofitable blue for once. I mean, anytime I've tried to go against his inaccuracy, it's always failed. But someday it's got to hit, I feel like. So we are up we're up $16,000 on this account. We are up another $15,000 on this account. So that's 31,000. Up another 10,000 right here. So I think we're up around 41K right now. And then once we break down, in my opinion, this is the key level to actually break right here. We've been holding it. And in my opinion, this dip buying is too weak. That's why I do believe we will break lower. And guys, I could be wrong though. So just realize I've already locked in 8,000, 7,000, and 10,000. So you do understand that. All right, I am shorting the low here, but I've already locked in 26,000 in profit. So no matter what, I'm gonna be okay. So just keep that in mind. If you are gonna short the low with me, realize it's not always the smartest thing. It's it's not the best thing. Obviously, shorting back up above here last week when I was making the prediction and telling you I thought we were going to go lower, that was the best time. So, still, if you do want to jump in and short the low like a slight idiot, we can do it together. But, yeah, just don't be mad if, it doesn't pay off. So yeah, I think stop loss above. I don't think we're going to get back up to like 23,318. So yeah, I mean, I think there is a shortable scenario here at the freaking lows. And then honestly, I was thinking that this would be a problem support we'd run into. But honestly, I think if we break this support, this is the one that matters the most now, in my opinion. I mean, we'll see though. But I'm targeting 21.7. So we'll see how that goes. I mean, it's going well so far. Board Shiba Degen Club. Ho. So, is the stream working? Can everyone hear me? And does anyone have any questions? Dude, I kind of want to... This is what I've drawn out in advance right here. So far, we're following it pretty spot on. Stream's good. Cool. So hopefully we don't bounce back up to 23,200, but that could be another good point to short. It's wild, guys. We had a really good short position earlier this week. If you're in the alerts, remember we shorted right here at 23,830, and then I saw the pump was coming. All right, I knew there was gonna be a pump here. If you come back here, we shorted the market right here. Then it was dropping. I was up like what, $6,000. Here I was up 4,000. Then I was up 6,000, and then I knew it's coming back up. So I'm break even here, and then I know this pump is about to come. So I tell everyone to get out of the short because the pump is gonna come. The pump comes, and we sacrificed this entry point. So that kind of sucks because we had a really great entry at the top, basically. But it's okay, I guess. If you guys remember that short, if you were in the alerts, how many of you guys watching right now are from the alerts? Remember, guys, if you're new, first time watching, or something you don't know, if for some reason, it's free to join the alerts. So if you want to join the Telegram, you can do that. I told everyone this morning I'm reshorting $10,000 on my alerts account, risking $4,200, guys. So, you know, if I'm shorting the low here and it's wrong, I'll give back $4,200 of this $10,600 that we've already made. But I do think it's 70-30. We're going to break down through support. It's just going to be a matter of time, in my opinion. But if we break back above here, that's where I would say, all right, I'm probably wrong. So stop out up here. Cool. Pretty simple. But don't be pissed if it doesn't work. Hell yeah, let's go, dude. Short steps, long vision. I actually saw your email. We'll get you in, man. But I think, if I remember correctly, I know you're from another country, so we'll get you in, man. But I forgot what I was gonna say. We'll check it out later. Rec trading, you're in alerts. What's up, guys? Thank you guys for being in the alerts, man. Bro, DCA and an XMR, I'm telling you. What, DCA and a short? Let's see. Dude, Monero's finally starting to underperform Bitcoin, which is amazing. Because I just want to buy more Monero. More Monero, more Litecoin. The more the better. The longer the bear market lasts, the better. Because I just keep rolling these profits into buying more Monero, buying more Litecoin. And so this is the best thing about the bear market, if you can actually profit during it, right? Okay, this is 16,000. That's 18,000. Another, 10,000 there. So what is that? 42,000, I think, right? So if I go invest that $42,000 in the Litecoin, and someday Litecoin hits $1,000, I just 10x that $42,000. So today's profit is not 42,000. Invested, it's 420,000 plus in something like Litecoin. Okay, now let's see here. Dude, look at this. Dude, I hope Litecoin's top down. It comes back down so I can just buy more. Bam. 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 So hopefully Litecoin will break this level right here. So right now it's using as support. I don't see why it wouldn't, but considering we are shorting Bitcoin, we are expecting to break this low. Yeah, dude, when XMR was just like pumping out to like 185, that hurt my heart. Like, it hurt to see how expensive it just looked compared to, $100 or 140, 130. Like, I am not gonna be wanting to buy Monero at like $1,000, knowing like it's right here in front of us. It's just, do you have as much as you'd like? Probably not, right? I don't think any of us have enough or as much as we'd like, So it just sucks, bro, thinking, because it's so scary because, like, we're pumping right here. Monero's back up to $180, and you're just thinking, dude, eventually, this shit's going to fly, and it's not going to come back down. And so you're just hoping that this is not the time that it does take off and doesn't come back down for good. And so, like, every single one of these pumps, we're getting one pump closer to the time that it never comes back down to this area, dude, is how I feel like. So it's like, I'm like having a heart attack when Monero pumps because I don't want it to go higher. I want to keep buying more before, it's freaking $400 a coin. Think how many Monero are you going to buy with $10,000 at $400 a coin? You're only going to buy 25. Well, today, with $10,000, you can buy what, like 70? It's like, I don't want to pay those prices knowing that I'm here, I'm ready, give it to me now. Except people from Japan. If you're in Japan, you can join the alerts, no problem, as long as you set up an account either on BitGet, Femex, or Bybit. I use Femex and BitGet mainly. These are the best for me. So this will be really sweet if we can break this level, which, once again, I do think we will. But don't be mad at me if we don't break this level and you're shorting the low with me on this position right here. Okay, but at the end of the day, if you've been in the alerts, you've been watching the YouTube, you've already shorted from up above, you're already up a good amount, and this is just a small little position, so I don't think there's too much harm there. Yeah, Grutify. It's gonna be horrible buying Monero at freaking 1,000, dude. I can't, bro. Not knowing where it is today, and like, you think, dude, even Litecoin at $96, like, I don't want to buy it there. I want sub 60. I hope we come back down, dude. And based on the stock market, you would absolutely think we're gonna come back down. Based on the dollar, you would absolutely think we're gonna come way the fuck back down. So that's the good news. The bad news is Bitcoin and crypto is just so much more bullish than the stock market, in my opinion. And it's gonna start to it's gonna outperform, the market. Can we actually look at a chart of BTC over Qs over the Nasdaq? Let's see. I saw an article that compared the Bitcoin over the Nasdaq. So. Not sure if my internet is just shit or maybe we can look at that chart. But it's so clearly obvious without even looking at this chart that Bitcoin is going to outperform stocks. Like, stocks are so shit mostly, It just doesn't make sense why at this point you hold stocks over Bitcoin. Unless you're holding like some dividend paying stocks, in my opinion. Or select few stocks. But, I mean, at the end of the day, I shouldn't talk about stocks because I fucking hate stocks, to be honest. Just like buying them, compared to crypto. Now, let's talk about the biggest short in the market. Dude, this internet's so bad. Crypto isn't backed by anything, stocks are. Monero's backed by a lot. Monero's backed by being the first currency ever that gives you full privacy and custody over your money, and you can hold the money in your brain through a seed phrase. So you don't need to carry physical blocks of gold around or silver around. You don't need to carry physical cash around. You can store your money in your head and privately, and you can send it. So Monero is the most truly backed crypto, in my opinion, because it has a real, like, incredible use. Bitcoin, same thing, except not as private. And I don't know. I didn't say gold isn't backed by anything. Gold is backed by what it is. I'm just saying that Monero is also. Oh wait, I think I get what you're saying. You're saying the other guy. Network Geek. I made in the before you join video, it tells you exactly what to do to join. So wait, can we? Is it QQQ BTC? Nah. Damn, that sucks. I would love to look at that chart. Memer man, how much do you need to profit off the day trading course, which is you have $200? I don't know, that's a hard question to answer. Are you like trying to day trade directly after? Because just because you take the course doesn't mean you're going to instantly be profitable after that, because trading is like, it's mostly mental. I truly believe I'm probably the most accurate person on the planet. I don't think anybody can see the market better than me. I truly believe that. But then if that's the case, why am I not the greatest trader in the world right now? Well, it comes down to the mental game, right? So I do believe I'm on my journey to, with time, being the greatest trader on the planet, maybe. But for now, for example, like, I don't like trading with big positions. Like, I don't like keeping large amounts in my trading account, right? And this is a mental flaw, for example, right? That's going to prevent me from compounding massive returns. And the reason I don't like keeping large amounts in my trading account is because I'm a guy who I like to go all in, right? And so if I have, 300,000 in my trading account, then at some point, dude, I'm gonna probably go all in with that money, but just because that's how I am. Like, if the money's in my account, I want to use it, overall. So, this is why I don't allow myself to keep large amounts in my trading account, because I know my personality and I don't lie to myself. I know that if the money's in my account, I'm probably going to use it. So this is why I withdraw 98% of my money and I keep 2% of my money in my trading account pretty much. So it's like, but can you imagine the returns I could produce with a slightly more disciplined approach, keeping larger amounts in my account? I could probably produce much greater returns, but once again, I can't fight my personality. That's not a winning battle. You have to accept, who you are when it comes to your personality and trading style. So, I'll have to figure out the solution eventually, because, right now I don't like to compound returns. Okay, I like to keep my account static. Okay, now obviously I go in detail over this in the risk management course, but obviously if I could learn to fight my personality, which is the weird thing, right? You don't want to fight your personality, but if somehow I could rewire my personality, then guess what? I would allow myself to trade with much larger amounts, and I would be able to compound that and produce much greater returns. But it's a journey, At the end of the day, the thing is like, there's no one who can convince me otherwise. I'm probably the most accurate person on the planet, in my opinion. I truly think that. So I just have to put the pieces together, and eventually there is going to be a time where you're going to see me, trading, $1 million position, $3 million positions, I believe. But once again, it's not a game of, for me, it's not about skill. I have the skill, I have the, I'm more accurate than anyone I've seen, in my opinion. And so it just comes down to the mental game, right? Because, the bigger amounts you trade with, obviously the harder it is. As I've always said, it's way easier to predict the market, right, than it is to trade the market. Because once you're trading the market, you have to worry about, Where do I put my stop loss? What if I come back and I break even? What if I, round trip? What if I close out and it dumps way further? Like, there's a lot more variables when you're actually trading than when you're predicting. When I'm predicting, I tell you, boom, this is the top. I think we're going lower. And, with time, that's going to play out. So it's like predicting is so much easier than the variables you have to consider when you're trading. You have to worry about your entry. You have to worry about your stop loss. You have to worry about your position sizing. You need to worry about where you're locking in profits. And you need to worry about unprofitable blue posting on Twitter and fucking up your trade. So many more things to worry about. Yeah, so, I mean, look, a lot of people say that they can risk 1% of their account, for example. And me, it's like, if I put that large amount, the thing about me is I'm going to put 1%, and then I'm going to put 2%, then I'm going to put 4%, then I'm going to put 8%, 16%. Before you know, I'm doubling down, tripling down, quadrupling down. So, once again, if you can actually stick to risking 1% and keeping a large amount in your trading account, great. But for me, I rather just keep 1 to 2% to 3% in my trading account, and that's it. Right? Trade with the 1 to 2 to 3%. Why do I need the other 97% in my account if I'm not going to use it anyways? So I like to keep a small amount in my account and lever it up, play very aggressive, and go all in with a small amount, right? And that's how I like to play. So this way, on any given week, if I only put $15,000 to $30,000 in my trading account, right, I can rest assured knowing that the worst that can happen to me in a week is I'll lose $15,000 to $30,000. Small percentage for me. Now, if I trust myself to put a large amount in my trading account, then I have to really, 1, trust myself, and 2, I can't be doubling down, tripling down, quadrupling down. But here's the thing: when the money's in your account, dude, it's tempting. You're probably gonna do it, right? At least that's me. Everyone's different. So I just know that if the money's easily accessible for me, bro, and I got a good trade, I want to go in with it. So that's just me. I'm more of a swing trader, but my swing trades, they usually last 3 to 4 days. 3 to 4 days and potentially longer. Like, look at a forever long from the bottom in Bitcoin. Look at this long, guys. It's up 1,200%. So this we opened up at the bottom. We made 0.77 Bitcoin. I've kept a tiny portion of that open. But this 0.77 Bitcoin, I mean, this was a 1 month trade now? Yeah, 1 month. But my main position, you see, I closed, we got in right here, and then I got out with my main position at here, which is just sad as shit. We had the CPI right here, I believe, right? It was CPI or something. And I get out on like a tiny dip that you can't even see anymore in the chart. Because I thought CPI, there's a chance that, hey, we're going to dump from resistance a little, and then I could just re-enter back in long before going higher. So I got out there with my main position. So this was a 1 or 2 week trade from where I got in here and collected $130,000 profit right there. Dude, let's go. So yeah, I'd say most of my trades are 3 to 4 days, and some of them can go out to 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 weeks. Memer man, I appreciate it. Thank you, bro. Hey Crash, are you bullish or bearish on the 2023 future of the market? Do you think there's a chance that crypto could crash again? What do you think will happen? So yeah, this is the thing, guys, right? I am so bearish on what I see in the stock market. My only thing is I think that Bitcoin can outperform the shit out of the stock market, okay? Because think about it. So stocks depend on quarterly earnings. Stocks, depend on producing profit, and stocks rely on growing, annually and quarterly over quarter. Well, in a recession, or when everything's getting slow like it is, It's obviously none of these companies are going to be growing over the next year, but Bitcoin doesn't depend on growing. It doesn't depend on profiting quarterly earnings or improving quarter over quarter. And so, you know, in my opinion, also, Bitcoin has a global demand that US stocks don't. Okay? If you look at the inflation last year, 2022 in Turkey, the inflation in Turkey was 71.98%, okay, in 2022. So think about it. If you have $100,000 and you live in Turkey, okay, you have $100,000. If you're going to hold your Turkish lira, I believe is their currency, and I know people don't really make 100K probably in Turkey, not the main people, but still, even if you have like only like, I don't know what do you make in Turkey, but let's say you only make like $10,000 a year in Turkey, still, do you understand that you're losing 70% of that to your currency's inflation? So by the end of the year, you're only gonna have 3,000. And then by the end of the year, if that's 100,000, you're gonna only have 30,000. So it doesn't matter if we're in a recession or not. Okay, all the inflationary currencies around the world cause people to look for alternatives such as Bitcoin or gold, right? And you already know that a lot of people use Bitcoin from other, especially third world countries, okay? That's a fact. I work with people from other countries. Nigeria, I have a Nigerian guy I work with, super hardworking, awesome guy. I love him. And he takes everything in crypto with me, easy. So like, I love that. You know, and I don't want to go into too many details of like who I work with and stuff. There's no need to, but let's just say there's people that I work with from around the world, and you know, multiple countries, and they're way more crypto, you know, accepting. And so, you know, if you are gonna lose, if you have $100,000 in Turkey, right, and you're gonna lose 70% of that, well, you can look at Bitcoin and say, maybe Bitcoin's gonna drop 50% from here, and it's gonna go down to 11K, right? But even if Bitcoin dropped 50% down to 11K, you're still actually profiting. You're still doing better than your currency's inflation. So this is a no-brainer if you live in Turkey to buy Bitcoin, or any other country with like 30% plus inflation. Even if you're in the US, they say the inflation's like 10%, whatever. It's probably 30%, right? So it's really a no-brainer, and you have this global demand. Whereas, do you think people in Turkey are, you know, scurrying to buy US stocks? No, they don't care about US stocks in Turkey, right? And other countries with inflation of 50% plus. But I bet you they will be buying Bitcoin, and they will care about Bitcoin, whether it's a recession or not. And so in that case, think about all the countries in the world that have high inflation that, you know, would prefer Bitcoin, but they don't give a shit about US stocks. So in my opinion, whether it's a recession or not, Bitcoin has a global demand regardless, and that's why Bitcoin can do so much better than stocks, especially because the market cap of Bitcoin is so small compared to the stock market. It's so small compared to even Apple. Oh, I don't know what Bitcoin's like, what, half the market of Apple, which is, you know, no, it makes sense, to be honest. But yeah, that's why I think, you know, and I would love to pull up a chart of BTC over the NASDAQ, but I'm very confident it's a damn bullish chart, and I'm confident that Bitcoin is going to outperform the NASDAQ. It's going to make it look like a joke. So, you know, that's the thing, is if stock market makes new lows, it does not mean that Bitcoin is actually going to make new lows. Which, you know what everyone says, oh, Bitcoin's a levered play against the stock market. If the stock market drops, Bitcoin's going to drop more. Okay, but that may not be the case this time around. Okay, Bitcoin may actually not make new lows if the stock market makes new lows. Okay, so yeah, Aronimo. I wish it would be nice if everybody accepted crypto, and they should. Everything is better in crypto, in my opinion. Everything. There is zero reason for why, you know, people shouldn't be using crypto at this point, you know. But it's a sad thing, is everyone is getting their transactions rejected by banks. You know, you want to send 4,000 over here. Why? Can you please give us some more information? Can you give us some proof? It's ridiculous. We should be able to have control of our money, and it's pretty frustrating that, so few people care about that or realize it. It's just really annoying, man, to me, in my opinion, man. Everyone should be accepting crypto, bro. But I don't know, man. I guess I don't know if the world's ever gonna realize it or what, but it sucks. Oh, BTC USD over QQQ. Okay, thank you, bro. Hopefully this works. BTC USD. Let me know if you got a different way to type this up. No. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, dude, it's I'm so much more confident in Bitcoin than stocks, and I don't know. It's pretty clear to me that Bitcoin has a great chance to outperform stocks, and just because stock market could literally crash to new lows and go ridiculous, I mean, I think, like I've said from the beginning, once we long the bottom right here, and I told you I think it's the bottom, from that point I still told you that I think the worst case is 12 to 14K, right? So 12 to 14K is the absolute worst case, and I don't see it going any lower than that. And this is like a dream come true if you get a re-entry, but don't count in it, and unprofitable blue is he's calling for 10K, so it's like, it's pretty. Dude, look at him. He gets recommended on my feed, man. Won't post a short trade signal this time. Yeah, please don't, dude. It's horrible. We don't need that. Please keep that shit to yourself. You're about to ruin everything, bro. Jesus, man. Dude, look at this. I'm bullish on the dollar, and now I got to reconsider everything, man. I mean, this guy has the power to make the market move in the complete opposite direction. This guy beats the macro. The macro can't even hold up to this guy. It's horrible. We know the dollar is supposed to go higher. And then this guy posts, and dude, now the dollar may not go higher. Like, it's ridiculous. It's actually stressful, dude. When we were short last night, and when I saw this, dude, I was like, dude, I was so damn disappointed. Like, I was mini raging, guys. I was actually raging last night when I saw this guy ruining my trade. Like, I'm just thinking, bro, what the fuck? Like, I was so mad.